here's what we're doing. So, little backyard disc golf. So I got the old rangefinder, the Visual Crest. I'm centered, centered the goal in the middle of the yard, and threw about 20 discs and around the perimeter, different distances, different grades. Some are on top of a hill, some below a hill. Sometimes there's obstructions, trees, furniture, etc. To make it more interesting. Obviously, you just after you warm up. It's a good thing I haven't warmed up yet. So, alright, so with each shot, I'm going to measure out the distance with my rangefinder. It's only in the yard, so I got to do the math in my head there. Alright. It says 13 yards. So, 13 times 3 is what? 39 feet. Feels like more than that, but using the putter. The main goal is to, make an ace. But the realistic goal is to have it in 2 strokes in a birdie. So at least 2 throws. One as close as you can to the basket, and the second throw, tap it in, hopefully. All right, now, let's see. Rangefinder. All right. 20 yards. So 20 times 3, it's about 60 feet with the putter. Why do I show each time? Because I have a mixed bag. I don't have just putters. I mean, you can putt with the driver or mid-ranger, but competitively, you're not supposed to, obviously. But it teaches you, physics and how to throw them in differently, each one. Putter, throw as straight as you can. Driver, the things with the driver you can do, you can't do with the putter. I hit a tree, so there we have that. A tree in my own yard. So, all right. So now let's move it along. 19 more. So those who just tuned in, got my disc golf basket over here, and centered in the yard, and they got 20 discs around the perimeter. We'll try and bank them in for it's at. What is it? Alright, 18 yards. So 18 yards. Mid-ranger. Yeah, I keep hitting a damn tree. What's up? But come on, you're live. Why don't you do a unraveling? Hold on, got a paparazzi. What's it? Oh, Zach is his name? Oh, that's pretty cool. Got the new drip. New drip.
Kind of like the whole complete series almost.
Oh wow.
One season. I like 10.
Your mom used to like that. Thanks.
Mom didn't like it, but I thought it was cool from the 80s. Oh, you're gonna like one. You're gonna like this one, maybe. I don't know what it is. Look at it.
Oh, look at that.
Kind of like a vintage.
Oh, pretty cool. Original Star Wars.
This is the best find. I could only find 2, like 1 inch.
That was my first concert in '91.
This one's from like 2015 in Las Vegas, I think. This one's a little bad.
Yep, pretty cool stuff. Yeah, they had a. They were in Vegas for a couple of years. Now go drink cold water. Yeah, it does. It's a good size. Alright, so now I'm trying to hold the pod. Don't fall. Oh, this is also 20 yards. Down to 4. Hola. The comments don't always pop up. So 20 yards, 60 feet. That's a third time I've hit a damn branch. Jesus. The problem is the small branches on the trees I have are very hard to see. So, there we go. Shit, hold on. Got the camera in one hand. This bad boy not to stabilize. Shit. Alright, 13 yards. So what is that? 39 feet. 39, almost 40 feet. So I got to throw between a tree, potting plant metal rod, and over some chairs. So, you know, I'm kind of going to give it a little tilt and waft it in there. I just threw it right over. I was more worried that I was going to hit the tree, so I cleared that. All right. Now this one here is a money shot. They're all money shots. All right, so got to throw over a trampoline and under a tree. Alright, so it's 19 yards. Let's just call that 60 feet. Move back a little bit. Standard putter. I could do a forehand, but right now my forehand suck. You know what? Let's do it. I don't think I can hold the camera right here. So forehand throw. For me, it's much harder because you got to throw like this. Your 2 fingers behind it. Kind of throw like a baseball versus when you're backhanding it. I didn't get much air on that, but it landed right under the pole. Which for me, I'll take it. I'll take it. Now you can make this as hard as you want on yourself, which I try doing. So I got a good amount of trees where I'm at. Got my 25 trees in the back, so each one's a barrier. I'm gonna move over a little bit. You know what? Let me go back to where it was. This is a much harder shot, so hopefully I got to hold the camera in place. The goal is right behind us. Let me go do an estimation. So that's 24 yards, so 72 feet. So 24 times 3 is 72, right? So 72 feet out. The problem is I could have thrown between trees, but I got the one tree blocking me here and this tree blocking me from above. So I got to throw between both of those. Can't really throw underneath, so what I'm gonna do is, so I've recently learned that, or realized, with the forehand throw of a disc, with the forehand throw of a driver, a tomahawk throw. Let's try it again. So a forehand tomahawk throw like that, if I throw hard enough, it will turn and cut in. Can't do it with a putter. If I throw a putter like that, it'll hit the ground and roll way past the range. So completely fucked that one away. So that tomahawk hit a branch and turned into a roller. All right, so here we just ranged this a minute ago. Went from 27 to 29 yards, so it's damn near 90 feet. So let's say 87 feet to be safe. Do have the proper putter. In reality, you know, I'll be fairly proficient up to 100 feet with putting. You know, anything beyond that is rather difficult to make, but let's try it out. So instead of throwing under, for me, when I do the backhand throw, it tends to waft up and hit things. At this point, I can't afford to do that, so I'm gonna change that to my uncomfortable forehand throw so I can get underneath this tree. Range wise, I was perfect. It landed right underneath the goal. So the times you get upset by not making it, as long as you stay close, you're good. It's worse off when you're under or overthrow. All right. Got about, 10 more, I think. So, ocho. Are discs basically frisbees? Yeah, at first you'd think so. But a frisbee has a big gap. And they're made for like playing catch. Let's say to 20, 30 feet. Unless you're a pro discer. Oh, you know what? That's a good question. Somebody answer that for you. Let's make this a fucking TED Talk. So, if you're not on my TikTok, it's living the Hoo-Yah dream. I do a lot more of my disc golfing on there. Try and build up the old YouTube in case TikTok gets shut down. Alright, here I'll do a quick session here on disc golf versus frisbee. So I'm gonna grab 2 more discs. That was great. Hope I didn't crack my screen anymore. Alright, what the fuck? Well, there's a lot of wind where I'm at. So here. These are discs, standard discs. These are frisbees. So if I grab my basic disc, which is a putter, and a frisbee, discs tend to be a little bit smaller, a lot heavier. They're made out of dense material. Whereas a frisbee has a big gap right here. They're pretty light. Even these bigger ones, for those who play, I guess, competitive frisbee, playing catch, this is much bigger, much wider brim, but very light. So it looks just like a pretty much a UFO ship, alien ship. So now, standard frisbee versus a disc is more compact. There's the difference. When you buy discs in a set, let's say you buy a set of Innova discs, about when you go to Dick's Sporting Goods, the difference is they use a set of 3. So you have your putter, your mid-range, and your driver. And that's pretty much the order you almost throw them in. And you throw your driver first, you throw as far as you can. Then your mid-ranger, if you gotta make up some room but don't want to overthrow, then your putter. The difference is, the putter looks like the basic frisbee, but you know, still has clearance in there, but the throw's pretty much where you throw it. You want to throw this as flat as possible. Whereas the next one, the mid-range, it's like a combination between a driver and a putter. It has a thin cut, and half the disc has a leading edge. Other half does not. And the driver, straight up, will cut you. Usually the one you throw first. So, frisbee though got the name from back in the day. I want to say there was a pie maker named Frisbee, and I want to say early 20th century, or maybe late 19th century. They take the kids on the streets would take the pie tins, flip them, throw them like a frisbee, and that's where frisbee was started. So that's the history of that. And when disc golf came along, got really big in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you know, it became a, you know, copyrights issue, you know, saying frisbee golf and all that shit. Frisbee is not being paid for that, so discs was the next appropriate thing. And if you think about, you know, the game discus, the Olympic game discus, and also the, I think invented by the Greeks initially, heavy ass disc, how far can you throw it? You know, so disc golf really makes more sense. People don't know is I think we have about 9,000 disc golf courses in the U.S. and like 13,000 overall in the world. So if you Google disc golf course near me, you'll be surprised how many you find within an hour of you. Where I'm at in Maryland, I have about 6 or 7 disc golf courses within an hour. And I'm in a quad state area, so you can pretty much hit up whatever you want. So yeah, that's it. Habla español. Sí, yo hablo español también. So puertorriqueño, ¿cómo está? Speak English and Spanish. Very little Chinese. All right, so I'm gonna throw those bad boys back up and throw them in. All right. So the trick is, once you're warmed up, if you only have one goal, you can pretty much center it wherever you're at and throw discs at whatever range. And for me, I try to bank them in from anywhere 80 feet and less. Let's see. There we go. I have disc golf with my frisbees, and it sucks. Frisbees are super light, discs are way heavier. This one's 171 grams, and they do get weighed. It's like throwing little mini plastic weights violently. All right, so right now we're going to do the other side of the yard. Hopefully my camera stand won't fall again. Let's range it out using this Vizio Crest rangefinder. Thank you, Skip Scarin, hooking me up. I had an old hunting one, but I can't find it. All right, 16 yards. So 48 feet, right? You gotta learn to do math. For example, if you can do your times table 1 through 9 or 1 through 10, once you start adding 2 double digits, as a disc golfer, it's important. All right, what did I say? Let's see. So, you know what? That don't sound right at all. Hold on. A pro tip: when you're disc golfing at a big range, well, on an actual disc golf course, you'll be much further away from the goal. And the trick with the rangefinder is you can't get an exact hit. You range the bottom of the disc golf goal and the ground, right where they meet. They give you more honest assessments, especially if you're more than like 150 feet. You're not having that issue yet. Oh, I guess 17 yards. Let's make it 18 then. 18 yards is about right. So it's about 52 feet with the a driver. So with me, I tend to throw to the right a little bit. So I tend to throw to the right of the goal so it cuts in. You didn't see that. I fucked that one away completely. Let's try that again. Had a disc next to it. Ooh. Oh, that got a little closer. So, yeah. Oh, we got 8. Hell yeah. Nice. All right, 14 yards. I do gotta practice my forehand throw, so I'm gonna start doing those and failing hard. Let's see. So 42 feet. Yep. Like I said, I got working on forehands. These shots will be a little harder because they're on the boundary of the property, so a little more difficult. Exactly 60 feet. My below average disc driver, sorry. It's all fuckered up. Ooh. That went well. Caught a little bit of wind. So it ended up going about 25 feet behind the goal. That's something you gotta look for, you know, besides the obvious things, water, there's barriers of entry, trees, sunlight direction can impact your shot. Besides the wind, which is always a problem. All right, 18 yards, so 52 feet. All right. That was a driver, so I can throw it at an angle a little bit. This putter, I want to throw straight. I keep letting them go early. I don't know why. Hold on. Let's go and throw these in. I want to say 15, 20 feet. Yep, throw it into the wind. Even at 5 mile an hour wind will fuck up your shot. So you really want no wind. All right. It's my own fault. I have too much tape in there. So it kind of deflects the shot a little bit. So I have to redo. Oh, shit. You guys ain't my TikTok yet. I'm about to jump on there now. I got so much battery, so check out Living the Who Y'all Dreamed on TikTok. Thanks for joining me.